What's going on, everyone? So, little intro here. A lot of people are asking me where I've been. Appreciate everybody checking up on me and asking for more videos. I'd like to first go on and say that I'm kind of doing this video because I feel like I owe you guys something. I don't make videos, and I'm not getting paid, money for these videos. I try to help people. I try to educate people, and lately I just have not been in the video mood. Unfortunately, my cousin lost her husband to mental illness. He couldn't beat it, and he took his own life, unfortunately. And with me and myself, I struggle with that. I think a lot of people struggle with that, and I think, at least in this industry too, being how it's ego fueled at times, I think a lot of people don't want to talk about it. I think it's that whole that man card and suck it up. I've never been the same ever since I lost my father, which is roughly about 5.5 to 6 years ago. I was really close to my father, and before anybody even thinks, I don't know the exact day of him dying, it's not something I like to remember. It's tough, and it is what it is. One of the best things I've ever done for myself is seek out a therapist. I highly recommend it for anybody that's struggling with something like that. And I'll put this out there, not even related to cars. If you're watching this video and something I'm saying hits home, or you just want somebody to talk to, shoot me an email. It's RCautoworks@gmail.com. Everything will be kept 100% private. If you want me to share your story, I'll do so too. As I said, I really feel like in this industry and as a whole, men's mental health is kind of just swept under the carpet. It's my personal belief. With that being said, we're also going back to school with the kids, and it's turning into fall, and this is, I suffer from seasonal depression too, so everything, I have markers in place, I have a support system in place, and without therapy, I don't know where I would be, honestly. So, with that being said, I actually just got done talking to a customer, and we actually, I'll shake your hand if you show up, and I'll even give people hugs. He reached out and he gave me a hug after we talked, and he's actually a therapist, and we were talking about our similar, and I didn't know he was a therapist. We were talking about some similarities that we had, and I told him I was listening to this podcast, that it really affected me, and I was going to send it to him. And after just talking to him, it gave me a little bit of that energy to come over here and do this video. And going back a couple days ago too, speaking to a customer, and this customer's car's in the shop, and we're going back and forth, and he basically says, take care of everything, do it all, fix it all. After this, I'm going to drive the car 800 miles to my father, and I'm giving him this vehicle. And I was kind of blown away by it. And I asked him, I said, hey, does your dad really loves his car? Like, is it something that he's always wanted? And he said, yeah. He shared the story, and then I asked him, hey, do you mind if I kind of tell this story? Because it touched me. It motivated me a little bit more to get back in front of the camera. I still wish my dad was around. I'm sure a lot of people wish the same for a family member and whatnot. Seek help if you need it. Reach out. I know it's hard at times. I don't want to turn this into a self-help type video, so I'm kind of keeping it down. We're at the 3-minute and 40-second mark. I'm going to go in a little bit, but don't be scared to reach out. Don't be scared to, and I'm going to say this too, because I see this a lot on the internet. Guys that will copy and paste, hey, sharing this story that if you need help, reach out. I'd rather have a friend reach out to me at 1 a.m., crying, instead of taking his own life and going to his funeral. If you ever see anything like that and you're going to post it, reach out to some buddies. I'm sure you guys have buddies, friends that you guys know that might need a little more help than others. Whether it be, for whatever reason, just don't post the stuff on Facebook. Reach out to people and make sure your friends and family members are okay. And it's hard, because the people that like to keep it all together at times, that seem like normal people, or the people that like to make other people laugh and, help other people, they can be suffering the most. So with that being said, I got a lot of smaller clips that I'm going to tie together into this video. It's going to be a bunch of kind of like randomness. I'm the first one to say that. So I appreciate you guys watching. Guys and girls, I appreciate everybody. And like I said, when I feel like I kind of owe this to kind of do a video explaining where I've been, and as I said, I don't get paid for these videos. I feel like I owe that fan base that watches me, that when they come into the shop, they ask me how I'm doing, and they follow up with stuff. So this is for everyone too. It's not just specifically for them. So hopefully you guys enjoy this little video. And as I said before, and that's honestly God's truth, if you need to vent or talk, shoot me an email. We'll keep everything private, and it doesn't have to be about cars. I don't care. You know, men's mental health, like I said, it sucks at times. Everybody should seek some help if they need help, and not feel like the only ending to that is to take their own life. With that being said, hopefully you guys enjoy these clips. So here's the EM1 that I mentioned, and I want to say one thing really quick too. You know, I don't like to just talk in front of the camera, because I know people get bored of just seeing my face. So you got a car now, but you're listening to me. This will not be the last video that I do on men's mental health, and mental health in general. I want to do more. I want to shine more of a light on it. I've tossed some ideas around with some other people. I will say this too: if you are struggling with something like that, anything that I mentioned before, and you possibly want to talk about it in front of a camera and maybe help others, contact me, please. Going back to this car, this is the car that he's given to his father. Pretty clean EM1. So, and if you look underneath the hood, which apparently I didn't pop it, although I believe I did. So it was a two-man operation. I needed somebody to pull up on the hood as I was pulling on the cable. Anyways, looks untouched, looks fairly stock, right? Well, it's not. We actually are doing a header install on this. Header, I think, should be here today. We have some Skunk 2 Pro 1 goodies inside the head. Ultimately, it's going to go on the dyno. I'm going to be tuning it. He wants everything though to kind of stay stock looking, besides the header, which I'll come back and I'll do a video on that. Airbox is going to stay stock. Exhaust is going to stay stock, which, yes, we know we're going to go down on the header size, and yes, we know it will be a restriction point, but you know, he's not looking for the most amount of power on this. He wants a nice exhaust that sounds quiet, so it's not droning out the car. And like I said, he's giving it to his father, which this video, you know, hearing his story, it motivated me to do some videos, and it motivated me and it pushed me to come out here and to get this video out to you guys. And like I said, ultimately I've been MIA on the videos. Trust me, I'm still here working nonstop. When I get like that, I put my head down, put my headphones on, and I knock out everything I can knock out. Working helps me push through. That's what helps me. And on those days where I don't want to work, you know, as my therapist has taught me, just keep pushing. That's all you can do. Keep pushing, and you know, nothing good's gonna come out of just moping around and laying around. I guess that you can say. Yes, now don't get me wrong, some days you need a day off here or there. You do need some time for yourself, but at least for me, working helps me. And I will say, talking to other individuals about stuff like this, you know, and as I said prior, there's a lot of, you know, some people they kind of, you know, they sense some kind of shame that they're talking about it, and they, you know, might feel weak about it. And you know, it's also, though, you know, being a guy, being a man, you know, you grow up kind of sometimes in that atmosphere where, you know, suck it up. You know, guys aren't supposed to cry and stuff like that. But anyways, going back to the vehicle, fairly clean. So of course I'll do a follow-up video when I get this back, when we do the header and get it on the dyno. And here's the setup that we're installing on this Lexus. Not a lot of people know that we not only sell Air Ride, that we do installs. And I think it's because of all the performance stuff we do. I think a lot of people lump Air Ride into kind of like, I don't want to say the stance category, but you know, they think that we won't mess with it because it's not something that's performance oriented like, you know, turbo or supercharger, but we do it all. I mean, it doesn't matter if it's routine maintenance, which I've documented before many of times on this channel, because I've said it's not fun, but it's something that we do. And that's also, you know, a lot of people don't know that. A lot of people think that we're just strictly performance, and we're not. So we got this kit going in. Once we get it a little more complete, I'll come back, I'll feature some stuff. Of course, I'm gonna do a wrap-up video of it and all that fun stuff. So I just wanted to cover this while it's nice and quiet on this side. And just moving on from project to project here, we have another 9th gen, which we work on these nonstop. We love them. We love the 9th gen community. We love the 8th gen community. We love all you guys, 10th gen, whatever. But we got a lot of 9th gens in here. This one's actually, and very humble, this one's from Canada. So his license plate is a little dirty, but came all the way from Canada to get his turbo kit installed. We got the trans down. We're doing I think we're doing a trans rebuild. I think it's like a basic rebuild. So once we get the trans back up, we'll start doing all the turbo stuff, which we'll document, and we'll get back on this one. So this one's, you know, middle progress. And if you can't tell, it's very quiet here. Nobody's here. It's super early in the morning. I like to get in now where I can get everything set up and do some videos, which hopefully I'll be doing a little bit more. So, as I said, a bunch of randomness in this video. I was still getting some videos as I was not making them. I haven't been motivated to edit the clips. That's what it is. I have to go home after work, spend more time where I can, you know, be editing clips or spending time with my family, which also helps me mentally too. So it is what it is. I know this video too. There's a lot of not only randomness, but a lot of me talking, which some people don't like and some people do like. You know, I'll try to get back a little bit to what these videos are about, and ultimately what the main purpose of this channel was about, was to help others. So, you know, I like to help people with cars and anything else, and if that anything else is, you know, mental health, so be it. If I can help one person, then I feel like this channel is doing what I intended it to do for. So with that being said, as I always say, I appreciate you guys and girls for watching. Without you guys, I wouldn't have what I have today. So thank you. Enjoy, feedback, comments, and share it. I'll say this too, as I always say too, share my videos because you might help somebody. Share my videos on this one because you don't know, even if they're not a car person, you don't know what other people are going through. And thanks for watching. Take care.